Welcome back.
Welcome to another episode of Fun.
Yeah, how you going?
Pretty good, sir. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad. What have you been up to?
What haven't I been up to? Since the last episode, it's been a month? No, a few months. 3 months?
It's been a little while.
Yes, busy with life.
I see the difference in our hair, or at least mine anyway. I don't know. Have you had a haircut since then?
I can't remember. Probably. I think I shaved this side of my head because, I went to a barber that I was like, do something with my head, but I just want to take a little bit off the top and a little bit off my hair, and then one side, and I was like, well, that was more than I wanted. I went to a barber, and I swear that the guy only knew how to do one hairstyle, which was
it's the hairstyle. That's what I was rocking.
Half shaved head, basketball kind of looking hairstyle.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Around those lines. Mm-hmm. What about you, sir? Have you had any more blackout nights?
No, I've done pretty well to avoid them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's happened. I think it has happened in between the last episode and this one.
You had another blackout?
No. I did. Was it? I can't remember. My timeline's all fucked up. I don't know how long ago the last episode was, but I did have a night, and then shortly after that, I did actually stop drinking for a little while, and I'm drinking again now, but obviously, but
it's going well.
Sort of eased up a bit, but next year I'm actually going to. I was actually thinking of seeing if I could do a year without drinking.
Really?
But I enjoy drinking way too much, so.
Yeah, but you don't drink to excess. So that's kind of one thing you've never had a problem drinking.
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't I've never had a dependency. I've never had problems with it or anything. I just,
Which I'm jealous of. You've never had really an addiction to anything.
I've been probably pretty lucky in that respect, but I mean, I don't have addictions, but I have I don't exercise enough self-control. It's not I don't have a dependency on things, but I'm just I kind of like this. It's like energy drinks, right? I've never been addicted to energy drinks. I've just really enjoyed them, and I've never sort of stopped myself and sort of, I've never needed them, but I've always just bought them, But
it's better than my gimmick fucking problem. Free sombrero. Well, I'll buy 5.
What's the time, Mr. Android?
Hey, Mr. Android, I told you, present from family.
It's alright, you off the hook only because of that.
Barely.
Yeah, yeah. I've got some amazing news.
Amazing news, okay.
Yeah, you ready for this?
Okay, I am seated at St.
You won't believe it.
Gold.
You won't believe it, it's incredible.
Now that you said it so hyped up,
and I can't.
It's going to be
and I
found something else I can eat in my...
No. I realised as well I can't show you until we finish recording because it's on my phone. I need to it's on, so, but anyway.
Okay, well...
It'll be worth the wait.
Okay, but...
With our... Okay, technically, we've got 1 subscriber. There's 3 on the channel, but firstly, one of them was already there. One of them's you.
Am I subscribed to it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I saw you early on. You subscribed, but we had 2. I guess we had 4 in total, which means we had 2 independent subscribers.
Oh, nice.
One of them dropped off, so we've got 1. But with 1 subscriber and a combined total of 30. I think it's 34 views.
Yeah. Nice.
I've secured a sponsor for the channel. I've secured a sponsor for the channel, Matt. Now.
Oh my god. Now, do we have to, how are we being sponsored? Do we have to wear a logo on a shirt?
No, we've got an ad. We've got an ad to play, which I wanted to show you, but I can't right now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, right? So anyway.
Yep.
They're called A Betting. They're a sports betting company.
I thought you didn't want to sell yourself to...
No, look. We've all got a price.
Is this sponsor... How is it benefiting us by being sponsored?
Well, okay, so here's the deal.
Okay.
It's seeing as it's early days,
of course,
right now, technically, at the moment,
we get nothing. I'm guessing
we get nothing.
Cool,
but hear me out. There's a facility in place where.
So am I allowed to, like, because we're being sponsored? Am I allowed to start spreading the news of this thing, and we let go of that waiver that we had?
No, not yet. Because again, that's based purely on performance, on performance of the channel. But I will. I remember I said 1,000 subscribers. That's like. Look, I knew that's never going to happen. That's why I said that.
Not without help.
So I'll say, look, I'll be generous. I'll say 100. If it hits 100, then like you can go for gold.
From nothing, from no advertising, no nothing.
If it hits 100, you can go for gold.
That's really hard, though.
That's realistic. That's realistic.
It's realistic. But now we're getting sponsored. I want to be more pushed to be like, awesome.
I know. But this the things, like these two things go hand in hand, because with sponsorship comes that'll bring
responsibility.
Well, there's that, but there's extra exposure with that as well. There's a facility in place, though. We're not getting paid anything at the moment, but there's a facility in place where when bets are placed through them, there's a function there or whatever where you can mention who you were referred by or who they found or whatever, right? And we're a part of that. So when someone puts a trifecta down or on whatever, on such and such, then they can say, oh, where did you hear of us? Blah blah blah. They can tick the thing, and then they know, hey, spotted us. They found
question: should we get a Facebook page then?
Not.
So,
yet.
like, it's like if they find our video and they find our Facebook, it's not us going like us and subscribe.
Yeah, but it's not necessary. There's nothing to promote with a Facebook page, as of yet, anyway. It's very so, Matt. I'd like if you would like to. I'd like to. You could do the honors. If you could throw to that camera up there and say
A betting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So like and subscribe and go to A betting because it's the place to go if you want to get a bet on.
All right.
Is that as good as it gets? Because that was on the fly.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, but that wasn't what I was asking you to do.
Oh, damn.
No, I was going to suggest throw to the ad, saying, here's a word from our sponsors.
Oh, well, here's a word from our sponsors. Is that all right? I should put the beer down. Maybe that would help.
Do you want to go one more time?
Okay. Well,
look at the camera.
Like star swipe. And here's a word from our sponsors.
Hi there. It's Jerry Brown, and like you, I live for the thrill of the game. Whether it's watching balding Uncle Jim hit a 6 in his backyard, or losing the last of your child's tooth fairy money on a bet against India, we here at A Betting value the ethical and socio-economic capabilities of our players, of our team support members, and of course, the paying fan. Which is why, although we were instructed by our government to do the same thing, we here at A Betting have decided to ban all betting advertisements during all cricket games. So even if you can't keep your paycheck in your pocket, we can guarantee we're slightly less responsible than last year. This is Jerry from A Betting, pissing off.
So what do you reckon?
First of all, that guy doesn't even look like he plays sport.
No, he's
or like watches sport because like.
He's in betting. He's in
fair
gambling.
Enough. That's true. Now that when I saw the ad, it made me feel like it was like SBS made a spoof ad of a betting ad.
SBS specifically.
Well, it kind of reminded me of like Houseos and like Fat Pizza and shit. Like it had that kind of feel.
I can see that vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, is it a legit company?
Well, it's as legit as every other betting company. Like, I mean, no betting company is legit.
That is true.
They're all dodgy as shit.
No, but is it like they have like? Have you tried to bet with them? Have you tried to use
I don't use that. That's not me. I don't. Sports betting and that. Like, I'm actually. That's another thing, by the way, just slightly off topic. That that you said, oh, I've never had addictions or anything. I'm glad I never got hooked on that. Like sports betting and that. Like that's dark, man. The kind of debt that people rack up with, because it's so like with the apps and shit now, it's so easy to.
That's true. You don't have to go to TAB.
You don't do anything. It's bad, man. But anyway, I haven't checked the product out, because I would barely even know what I'm looking at. Like there's only like one or two sports that I'm actually knowledgeable about, and they're not like which like supercars and bloody
wrestling.
Yeah, that's a sport.
You know what would give us lots of publicity? If like it was a big scandal and they were like, it was a fake company, they stole thousands of dollars, and like these people on YouTube, like,
that would be amazing. That would be
like
absolutely
the
amazing.
easiest way to get subscribers. Hello, people out there. Don't want you to spend money if you don't have it.
That's a good point. Good point.
Gamble responsibly, because
gamble responsibly. That's the saying. That's exactly.
But that's like anything. Anything in moderation, as long as it doesn't hurt you or your loved ones, you're fine.
Correct. Another note. Got to make about the show. In this episode going forward as well, in particular, we need to stop saying like, because I don't know if you noticed or not. I did a.
There's no like button anymore.
I did a review. No. We need to stop saying the word like
unnecessarily. Do we have like a like tally?
Okay. I reviewed the 2 episodes, and between them, we said the word like unnecessarily 187 times.
187 times!
I just made that up. It's bullshit. But but we need to stop saying it. That's the point. So I thought it'd be a good idea if we came up with some sort of punishment. You get 3 warnings. You get away with 3 unnecessary
likes.
Look at you! High five.
What? Because I can
pass
English sometimes.
onto me. So you get away with 3 of them. After that point, I think there should be an ongoing punishment.
Okay, now
like a shock collar or something.
Oh, dude, bring back the fucking game from the school.
I've still got that.
So
I've got that in my shed.
And remember when you didn't touch them, all 4 would go and shock you?
Yeah, I've still got that in my garage. But no, I've got it. But I don't know. I'm worried that I don't know if the batteries are in it. If they go. But I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. If it doesn't work, we're gonna get another one because that thing was so good. That was.
I remember having nightmares that would be playing because like not only once but a few times over that.
It was the creepiest movie. The creepiest.
I was just dead asleep and motherfuckers would fuck with me. Like seriously, you'd put that on me while I was asleep. You try to fuck me up with the fucking stink bomb, and then it was more the laughing and the slamming the door that woke me up, not the smell of the stink bomb. That was pretty bad though. I'm not gonna lie. That thing just rank. Story time. I went on my mountain bike that I procured from for free because one day
he buys something and uses it once and never uses it.
Well, I went to go and get a new sleep mask when I was really big for my sleep apnea machine, and I went there and he was like, I rode my bike to work once and it's here. Do you want it? And I was like, free shit?
Well, why? Because it was at work and he rode it to work. Did he want to catch a cab home or something?
I don't know. Maybe I picked him up or something like that. I don't know the whole story, but he said, do you want a bike? So I procured a bike. It's been there for ages. I decided to go for a ride. I didn't realise. Yes, I did not forget how to ride a bike. But
wait. When was the last time you rode a bike before?
Probably high school.
Wow.
Probably from 2005 or maybe 2006. Last time I rode a bicycle.
Nice.
Okay. I didn't realise how terrifying it is to be on 2 wheels and catching a little bit of speed. Like honestly, I was on it and I'm like,
the brakes work?
Yeah, everything works. It's a nice bike.
Yeah.
It's a nice bike. But it kind of terrified me and I was like, I really can't go fast on it. I used to be able to book that shit. And now I'm like a grandma going, I don't want to fall off and graze my knees.
But how fun is it?
It's a little bit fun, but I didn't have anywhere to go. Okay, first of all, nowhere to go. Second of all, it was like 33 degrees and like I'm pale and the sun hates me. And like as soon as I came down the driveway, I was like already in a pool of sweat going, why are you outside? Ugh!
Well, that's why you go like early morning or in the evening. Yeah, in the afternoons.
I'd love to go for a night ride, but I'm terrified of the drivers around here.
Well, if they drive anything like you, completely ignoring the 40-kilometre speed limit.
I do not ignore speed limits.
B, completely forgetting to indicate most of the time.
There's no other cars on the road.
But,
I usually indicate around roundabouts and normally everywhere, yes.
So, if they're anything like you... But dude, you hear and you see cars coming. That's the easy bit.
That's true.
But you should definitely keep doing it. Like it's great, dude. It's great fitness. It's great fun. It's
Well, I'm trying to teach my child to ride a 2-wheel.
See, and that's good as well. That's good as well.
No, I'm really trying. I said I will ride with you to school if you learn how to ride a 2-wheel.
Where are
bike.
they? Is it wasn't there?
Yeah. It's just seriously, it's like 15-minute walk. So like if we rode a bike, it would
be
take
like under 10 minutes. Yeah, nice. That's perfect.
Yeah, and
that's perfect.
Then it goes to
and it's an easy ride just through this shit, right?
Yeah, my son is like literally like a street down, and then his kindy's there. He started kindy 2 days ago.
So you could all go together and then just yeah.
He's a little bit harder to deal with because he still forgets that steering actually changes the direction where he's going.
just
No, it's more that he just locks up and he doesn't know why he's not turning.
Doesn't like you just get one of these.
Yeah. So I call him Juggernaut because he just goes like forward and he doesn't stop unless he brakes or he hits something.
Okay.
I love that about him because
he'll work it out. You know,
he's getting there. He's pretty good with a scooter actually though.
That's right. Scooters are all thing. Yeah.
Well, like the only thing I hate about scooters is the way they can break ankles so easily. It is just phenomenal.
It's so close to the ground, you can sort of like it's very easy to sort of slip
as soon as they try to do a move where they like jump and they try and spin it, like that thing is metal and it hits you in the. Have you ever hit yourself in the?
I had a scooter in early to mid high school when they first.
Did you ever try and do a trick on it?
Well, no, because I was
okay.
I was like, when it comes to tricks and that, I was silly. Like that was the same with me in when I rode BMX. I rode BMX for like 10 years straight, and I was too dumb to think, oh, maybe I should learn some tricks. So I just did little jumps and stuff, and that was it.
I could do jumps. I could never ride my bike
I'm regretting
without
that
hands.
now because like now I'm trying to learn tricks.
Can you ride your bike without using your hands?
Yes. Yeah. I learned that. Yeah.
I can't do that.
Oh, dude.
For some reason, as soon as I let go, I'm just like
just a bit of. Yeah, nah. But you need reasonable momentum to do it as well.
Reasonable momentum.
Yeah.
So
no, you have to go super fast, but you need to, because if you're doing it really slow, like the front wheel, it makes it very easy for the front wheel to turn on its own. It just flops around. Whereas if you've got a bit of momentum, the caster angle, which is
we'll
kind of
record
technical.
When I finally unlock that ability.
Yes,
how about that?
Let's do that. Maybe I could teach you. Maybe we could do a thing.
Oh my god!
I teach you how to do it.
The 1, 2, 3s of learning how to no hand on your bike. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Watch this space. Another video is coming to you.
It could be a thing.
Yeah, we can watch me fail really miserably in like the recovery stages in hospital. Skin grafts for Matt's face. Where did you get the skin? From my ass. Now you're an ass face.
Can
It
really have
could.
a beard on one half of your face, and the rest is just ass. Oh no, that had grey hair as well, wouldn't it? Yeah. Ass skin.
Yeah. Thank you. You're just thinking I have a hairy ass.
Do you?
I have a little bit of hairs, but I don't think it's like I would classify it as a hairy
Is
ass.
it on the cheek or in the crack?
I think it's a little bit more in the crack.
Yeah, so that's
it's a normal hair, I think.
Yeah.
But in saying that, after hitting 30, like seriously, I'm growing like shoulder and back hair, and that's kind of concerning because like I have like getting a vest.
Where?
Yeah, dude, it's like I had a little soul patch until I was 25, and then started having children, and all of a sudden like stress or something is like defense mechanism.
Yeah, you're turning into like the.
I'm turning into my uncle.
Dad or something.
I'm turning into my uncle, who is basically hair everywhere, but on his head.
Everywhere.
My uncle is one of the best examples of why not to buy a toupee. And if you're going to buy a toupee, people, buy one that is your natural hair color. Do not buy one that, if your natural hair color is a brown, that you want to go like a weird blonde, especially with like a Mediterranean complexion. It didn't work.
He's quite tanned, isn't he?
Yeah. It just looked weird. Like, have you ever...
Did he give, like, was there a reason why he
He had a thing for being blonde. I don't understand it other than that.
Well, we'll go through a phase.
You're talking about my emo phase?
No, I was talking about my blonde phase.
Oh,
You're already blonde.
No, I had an emo phase. That's what I said. Emo phase, where I went black.
Yeah.
I had a hair dyeing phase.
Oh yeah, I thought we were talking about.
I was trying to like. Yes, I'm already blonde. I get that. I look in the mirror sometimes.
That's why I'm referring to a blonde phase.
Okay,
like,
well,
yeah.
I was talking about dyeing hair phase.
But yeah, that as well. Yeah.
But yes, Dean has a beautiful photo, which one day we'll put up if we get enough likes.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. It was beautiful.
How many? Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. How many?
Okay, just for this video, if we get about, let's say, because we are early stages, 20 likes. 20 likes, please.
That's
That's
We're
reasonable.
going to be lucky to get 20 views, so that's alright. So
20 likes for this video. We will post his picture of his beautiful blonde hair as a teenager. Like, it was glorious. Come on, like.
I was a teenager then as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
you were.
it was
You were, and
18 or 19. Yeah.
were you influenced by Mr. Slim Shady himself?
No.
What made you go so blonde? And it was like, was it a home job?
Yeah. No, but like it wasn't like as in there wasn't something specific that motivated me. It wasn't as if I saw someone. It was straight up pretty much me, as in I
You looked at me and you're like, I want to look more like that. Come on, don't lie.
sure,
I just wanted to have a little bit of resemblance to this piece of man meat.
pretty much, you know. But that was it. I just I thought it would be cool to just try. If I was a chick who had reasonably light coloured hair or something, I'd be changing my hair every second week. Like,
the only problem is when I dyed my hair from black, it took so long for my hair to naturally come back to my natural hair color. No, the worst experience I had with dyeing my hair was when I dyed my hair blue. And it was one of those washout ones that is supposed to last only 2 or 3 days.
it lasted, fudge or something, or one of those things.
Some crap like that.
Yeah.
But it lasted 2 to 3 weeks because it wouldn't wash out. My hair just like attached to the hair color, and I was
Where were you working at the time?
the same place most probably.
Yeah, you've been there a while then.
10 years.
Damn.
Yes, I've had my 10-year anniversary of working in the same job.
Do they do a thing for you? Or?
No, I don't even know if they acknowledge that I exist some days.
Aww.
But in saying that, this birthday, right? I worked my birthday. My mum came and saw me. That was lovely. She gave me rumballs. Can't complain. And some
Very
shirts.
nice. Very nice.
The next day, I had a planning day, which is basically I sit in an office from 9 till 5 when we kind of discuss what are we going to do for the year and how we going as a team and blah 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 crap. Bloody bastards fucking made me so red because like all of a sudden they're like, you know, went on a tangent and then all of a sudden they're all talking and then one chick walked away and I thought she was just going to loo and then they come back with a fucking birthday cake candles and I'm like, who the fuck told it was my birthday? And I went red, like vibrant red, because they started singing happy birthday. And it was like really embarrassing. I don't know why. Like it's like I know these people. Damn.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I know these people, but in that circumstance, it was very different. Like, I don't...
2.
Damn it! You know, I'm not used to it. Like, damn it! I was so self-conscious about it. I said it like out of it.
Okay, so you've just hit your quota of 3, but I realised we haven't actually established the punishment yet. I did, this afternoon, I was thinking about this.
Oh, it better not be anything to do with my genitalia because being a teenager...
I was literally...
why is it always genitalia with my friends
literally
with you
about to
guys?
say sack wax, but I don't think... A staggered series of sack wax.
I think I will vomit.
A gentle one.
Do you really want to touch my sweaty ball sack?
No, I don't. I was just saying that was an idea that I had, and it was funny that you were on this, that you knew exactly.
I knew it because, like, for some reason...
So that's your first one. That is going
whatever
to...
the punishment is. Yes,
Yeah.
okay, fine. For some reason, when it comes to you and... It's always got to be...
You're trying really hard.
Yes, it's always got to be something to do with pain
Hey.
and my testicles in some fashion or another.
To be fair...
It's been a long time.
To be fair, it would certainly more often not have been him than me.
Yeah, usually like the moral compass, like, let's not hurt each other. Well, not really, like
Well,
that much.
I don't mind a bit of pain, but I mean... I didn't always go. See, I was when it comes to sack wax, I can pretty proudly stand by this. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty damn confident that I was never the initiator of sack wax.
I think the only initiator was one person.
Is when if it started, if it kicked off,
you know,
everyone was on alert or whatever, then
but you know who that person
yeah.
is. And I think we might have only got each other once.
Or you and him?
No, me and you.
Oh.
And I don't think he ever hit me because he was afraid of me. Honestly, he is a self-preserver. He would never go out of his way to get smacked in the nut, and he knew I would go for him if he went for me. And he knew wouldn't. He knew wouldn't. He knew
wouldn't go for him.
Yeah, because like size difference. He used that as his advantage. Think about it. Think back. How many times
would it? He was the kind of person that would lash back. Like if you did something to him, he generally wasn't afraid.
I remember the one time that I pissed off him, and I think it was a sack whack or something I said. And remember he chased me and then he broke his arm that day. Was that during the chasing you? Was that how it happened? I'm pretty sure. Oh. That's how I remember, at least.
Oh, well.
I was a dick in high school. I will grantedly
we're all dicks.
say
I was, dude. I mean, I think I'm a dick now, but I mean, I cannot. People say, "Oh, I don't have regrets. I don't live with regrets."
Really?
My entire life is built on regrets, and a lot of it is around the person that I was between the ages of 13 to 25.
My only regret is that, like, apparently I slept too much. I don't remember this. And then, like, my immaturity really bothers me because, like, I didn't really have a good grasp on my emotions. And
no, but again, no one did. That's the thing.
That's hormones. But I think I had a lot of other issues that contributed to that.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on during that period of time. I mean, there's a lot of it. I think you can't be. You've got to be excused for because a lot of it's growing up, a lot of it's hormone, a lot of it's all that. There's going to be partial sections.
But in saying that, like, I don't think we did too bad because we got good friendships out of it, good memories. No one really got hurt, like
in any major sort of serious way.
Yeah, like we had fun, but no one at no one's expense. To be honest, we all cared about each other. When someone had a problem, we were there for each other. Like we'd around and make fun of each other and all that, but no one else was allowed to.
Yeah, well,
we had each other's backs. No, but I remember like telling someone to piss off because they were making fun of me. You can do the clap. I got a beer in my hand.
Yeah. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. That's probably bad because it's 4 of them are gonna.
All right, so should we actually discuss a story of our lives?
Yeah. You know what one? You know what one is backed up. You know what one is ready to drop. You know what one?
You know one thing I want to say. My new partner was impressed that the second video did not contain anything about Dookie. She was impressed because the first episode apparently was and you know the thing, I haven't watched the first 2 videos like in entirety.
Oh. So what? You haven't seen them?
No, you keep asking me, should I put this up? And I'm like, yep. Because I'm more worried if I watch it and then I fucking hate it, I'm not going to put it up. So I'm just like, nah, fucking do it.
Well, but they're up now, so you should watch them. Do you want to see how, like, because I've had to edit them, I've had to cut stuff out and everything. Don't you want to see what they look like?
We can do that another time. You can look at my reaction of, oh my god, did I really let this be on the internet?
Dare I say, because reaction videos are all the rage at the moment. Dare I say we do a reaction video of...
Fair enough. Why not? We can do a reaction video for the first 3 videos.
Oh, Christ.
We can commentary on our own videos.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. This is us commentating on ourselves.
Oh, it's just...
It's going to get bad.
It's deep, man. It's going deep. It's going deep. So,
this is me playing Minecraft.
I don't know if I should I've partially got a confession to make, but I don't know if I should say it now.
No, do it.
Or if I should save it for the next video.
No, do it. We got nothing. Come on, hit me with it.
Go. It's so good.
I want to know it now. You can't do that.
No, but that's
you get the shits with me when I do that. Go on, go for it.
But it's
hit me with a Sandboy chip. Oh, I love Sandboys. They're back. I emailed them about asking.
What?
Yes.
Oh wait. Please tell me it was about flavor bombs.
Yes, it was, my motherfucking friend. Yes, it was. And no, they won't bring it back. I am so disappointed.
Did they give you a reason? Did they say anything about it?
I think it's probably because of all the additives and MSG.
They were so.
It was so good.
The salt and vinegar, right? That
salt and vinegar, barbecue, and even the tomato with that
tomato. Yeah,
bomb.
tomato was
oh
good.
My god, I will drool on myself. Now, do you remember at our school there was a pack of chips that had Dragon Ball Z on it, and you suck on them and they change color?
Vaguely.
It's a memory though.
I didn't.
It's a memory though.
Yeah,
it's in there.
They came with the little. They came with the little plastic things, didn't they? Didn't they have little?
No, that was JJ's.
Sorry.
No, but you do remember having Dragon Ball Z chips
vaguely.
They were orange, you sucked on them, they went green.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't like a gimmick, and the only thing you did eat at that point was their cheeseburgers.
Oh god, they were good. Oh, that was
I remember when you got another one, and we were like out of school for 5 years, and you were like, guess what I got? Cheeseburgers from school! And I was like, what?
God
that
damn.
is still good. Do they still make cheeseburgers?
I've got no idea. I haven't been
schools,
there.
Yeah,
we were supposed to have a 10-year reunion.
I totally
where's
that.
this?
Come on. Half of the people that I went
to
to school with, I didn't like because they didn't like me because they made fun of me because I had mental issues.
Well, did you really have mental issues, or were we just growing up?
Some of it, I think I did have mental issues, but I don't have a crutch to stand on.
No, but again, that's going back to the point before. Yeah, we
were.
But that was the thing as well. Like, part of me is disappointed that I didn't go to this reunion, but part of me is also like
I want to see everyone that's more successful than me.
That's see. So firstly, it's like, okay, yeah, there are a lot of fuckwits that I'd probably prefer not to see again. But
can you imagine if the fuckwits succeeded in life?
Well, they probably would. They fuckwits do. It's always prosper. But
you know, I asked out once. She shot me down so
think
hard.
I remember
and that hurt.
That was early. That was like year 8, year 9, like early.
I think
yeah.
Year 9 or 10. But that hurt. If I keep dating this chick, it's going to be the Brady Bunch. We're going to have 4 kids between us. Dude, I'm going to have to buy a van, like a minivan or a Jeep or something.
Don't get a Jeep.
I'm going to have to buy a minivan.
Get an actual van, yeah.
I'm going to have to buy a minivan. I'm going to be one of those soccer moms. Yeah. I like kids, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, well...
Now, what is the thing that I'm going to be so impressed with?
I was hoping you'd figure out that.
I know you were.
Throw me
off the tangents.
I didn't say the thing you'd be impressed with, the confession I had to make.
Okay, confession. Go.
But hang on, wait, just one second, hang on. If I tell you this, you're going to understand why. You will instantly recognize why it would have been cool for me to leave it for the next video. This is the thing. So I'm going to explain this, right? If you honestly want me to tell you, like straight up, honestly, wait.
Okay.
I will tell you because I'm all about honesty. And it will make for good content for this video. That's fine. But
okay, if we don't talk about this and we leave that for the next episode, what would you like to discuss? And please don't make it the Dookie story. Do you want to make it the Dookie story, don't you?
Well, do you want to say that one for the next one as well?
Fine. We'll do both of those. Why don't we talk about one of the best explosions we ever made?
Oh.
That would be a lovely... And then we can send a link to that video.
Insert clip here.
Yeah.
And I can do that. I'll steal the video.
Can we like star swipe or something? Like The Simpsons, you know?
Okay, so remember in the first video how I wanted to do... This is the thing, because you haven't watched the first... Remember when we were talking about a flashback thing?
Yeah.
And I was like... Yeah, and I was like, yeah, if I can work it out in the editor...
Did you?
Well, you got to watch it and find out.
Oh, damn it!
You've got to watch it and find out.
I do. So, I'm going to have to be one of those viewers.
So do you want to star swipe?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
If you were going to... In that camera right there, if you were...
With the one in the middle?
Yeah. If you were going to... Wait, should it be that one or that one? Should we... I was going to say, if you had to imagine what a star swipe sounded like, I want you to give your star swipe gesture.
Oh my God, you are putting me on the spot, sir.
And then it's going to star swipe to the clip from Miles.
Listen.
You know what'd be really funny? If it shot out and like shattered Stevie's phone. I put it like right in the embers. Boo!
Let me go poke it. Go get it out, Matt. Move it.
Yeah, that was it, Matt. Go over and check. Whoa! Holy shit! That was awesome!
Oh, that was amazing!
Oh, dude, did you see that? It singed my eyeballs.
And the laughing.
To start off with, what did we create on that day? We got a 4-liter tin of paint that was empty. To start off with, filled it with sparklers that we crushed up and put all the dust in. Correct?
Yeah, hang on. But the sparkle bomb was separate from the fire thing.
No, that was what made the explosion.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
That was connected, and we duct taped it. No, we did the sparkler bomb. Duct taped 3 aerosol cans and all that shit.
No, I
and
thought
put it in that
it was
thing.
just the aerosol cans.
No, it wasn't.
We put the sparkler bomb in the...
Yes, we did.
No,
That's why it went bang. I thought it was all the gunpowder and the fucking sparklers.
No, dude, that was the deodorant cans that exploded.
No. Oh, okay.
Think about it. Actually,
No.
think about it, because if it had have been... Think of it. If we had a tin that large of sparkler dust and we had to put that in there, you would have seen it. There were no sparklers. It was just explosion.
Okay. Agree to disagree, and I will.
We'll
figure
verify
out
this.
Yeah,
We'll
verify our sources of our memories. But anyway, either way, we made one hell of an explosion out in the middle of the sticks. I was almost dumb enough to walk up to it. That's why everyone's like,
yeah. Hey, mate, you can go check it out. Go check it out. Yeah.
And saying that, I remember that it was a piece of metal embedded in the tree that I was standing behind.
I don't remember that.
I do.
But we're going back a long way.
Yeah. And it blew. So it was basically...
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a
three-sided...
three-sided tin little top...
No, two-sided with a lid.
With a tin, with a corrugated tin lid.
So it was 3 pieces of corrugated iron with stakes that held the 2 side pieces, which made it like that.
Yeah.
And
it was
that for you viewers.
And it was...
Right? And a lid.
That's good. It's technical. That's good.
Yeah. Put the fucking sparkle bomb in there. And basically...
It was like a cartoon. You know in a cartoon when like a building or something explodes and it goes... It does that? That's what it did.
But in saying that part blew and you utilized all that force to blow that way and use that as a cannon. And what we didn't take pictures of or record was the fucking line behind it that went fucking down.
I had no idea. I don't remember that at all.
Set like certain trees on fire.
I don't remember that.
Really?
Yeah, serious. Legit. I do remember a lot from Miles and everything, but I don't remember that.
That was one of the... and that trip was also the time I fell asleep on the top of your car and you decided to take me to the top of it and do doughies.
What?
You don't remember that?
Fell asleep on the top of my car and we taped you to it.
Mm.
I do not remember that at all.
It was your wagon.
Yeah.
The nice as weird brown creamy one, and I was on the top of it.
Color,
or maybe I didn't fall asleep. Maybe I volunteered.
Firstly, the color was, I forget the complete name of it, but it was champagne something, like champagne bronze or something.
Champagne.
yeah, pretty much. I've still got that. It's my track card.
I love that thing. But I was on the top of that, and then you decided to do fucking doughies in it. And then my mum was like, "You shouldn't have done that. What if he rolled it? You would have died." And I was like, "Well, did we think of that? No. Would have been fucking terrible. Yes. But was it fun? Definitely."
It's called living. Although, I'll flat out admit, if we did that, that was dumb. but
We did.
That's living. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
that's why we're here to tell the story.
Mhm.
Unless, let's get deep for a second. Unless one of us is dead right now, and this is all
a spiritual experience.
Yeah, we're experiencing the transition from what's you get the afterlife. What's the opposite of the afterlife?
Fucking, like,
The life.
no, yeah, it's afterlife and life, and then you have the middle, which is purgatory.
It's
where you're, like, living that.
yeah. So one of us could be in that, but you know what's
This no wonder life sucks so bad.
right?
Mediocre
Right,
life. Woo! Living the dream.
You know what's even worse than that? Remember when we were at Stratty and we were me and Kevin. You probably in the passenger seat, maybe you were at camp. I don't know, but
or I could have been following in this little Suzuki.
No. Me and Kevin were standing up in the back of Suzuki, like with
I was
top
with you.
of, yeah. Oh,
And my brother is a shit driver.
He was
He's shunky.
hectic.
And
like
yeah,
that
we
was
could've died.
Miles was one thing, but the thing was like and I'm not saying it changes the danger level or whatever. Comparatively speaking, though, the station wagon had much less of a chance of rolling than what that fucking Suzuki did because of
we were on the sand. There was dunes.
it's taller, it's narrower, the center of gravity.
I would actually
up. We
100% that you probably were dumber because like
we were standing up.
I was laying down on the top of your car at least.
Yes,
okay?
yes. Like it was
totally different.
The point was that we were rather
Young,
inebriated at that point in time as well. But you know what? You know what? I've got a terrible memory. I remember a lot of stuff, but I also have forgotten a lot of stuff as well. But I will never forget. I will never forget, like, in the moment, right? Being there in the moment, standing next to riding through these fucking trails, through the campsites
Yeah,
and everything.
I was in the passenger seat. I remember that.
I remember, what I'm going to say is, like, I remember being in that moment, right? I've looked at Kevin, he's looked at me, and we've said, I forget exactly what the words were, but we acknowledged how silly it was, right?
Really?
Yeah.
During?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was sitting in the passenger seat, like, with a fucking seatbelt going, this is fucking stupid! Because, like, I was. I am not the bravest motherfucker out there.
The point, no, that's right. That's right. I wouldn't blame you. But, like, the point was, we looked at each other, we acknowledged this moment, how silly it was and everything. But after that, like being in that state, being all that sort of stuff, there was this immense feeling of
euphoria.
Yes, like a freedom, like I've said it before, and it's a thought that like occurs to me, keeps coming back a lot. That's living. That's living. It's like these experiences, like something tragic, absolutely could have happened. The risk level,
you know how
the risk level is monumental.
How many times I thought the same thing?
But the fact is, like, there's no denying how dumb it is. There's no denying how much we shouldn't have done it. There's absolutely. I will own up to that, and I'm sure everyone involved will as well. But the fact is, we did get away with it. Zero harm, zero anything, and we have the experience, we have that time, and like the feeling at that time when I recognized what was going on, and then like chilled while we're in the moment. The feeling that I got then was one of like That's how
I think my brother lives.
Very few moments where it was just
you're in the moment. And like free.
It was amazing. It was incredible.
And that's how I think my brother lives. Being in the adrenaline.
Wouldn't it be nice just to do that all the time?
But I find that my anxiety and this, like, I would say rational brain, like, I'm jealous of dumb people. And sorry if you are dumb out there. But I mean, like, I am actually legit jealous of dumb people because, like, the smallest things make them happy. Like, I've got a car that can go over 120. It looks good to me. And I'm like...
Hey, wait a minute.
No, I'm talking about the douches on the street. Like, you go to a track. There's a fucking difference. You have a respect for the car. You have respect for the people around you. You have respect for the craft. I know it's a craft.
Thank you.
But I'm talking about the fucking douchebags that have, the simple
pleasures in life.
yeah, like, I would love to be like that. I would be like, and I can't. Like, I know I say dumb shit, but I know in my heart of hearts, I'm not a dumb person.
Yeah.
I've done dumb shit.
For knowing you for as long as I have, I would 100%.
You can't even say with a straight motherfucking face. Motherfucker.
I would absolutely, hand on my heart, I would absolutely attest to that. You are, for all of your
foibles,
quirks. What did you say?
Foibles? Foibles.
What?
Foibles. It's like...
Foibles.
I can't say it with a... Foibles. Foibles. I'm gonna Google it. F*** you, it's a word. What the fuck? I'm not helping my fucking, like, your statement. Foibles. Foibles. It's a word. I swear. I will Google it later. But anyway, for all my quirks. Finish it. Finish it. I want to hear this. Give me the moment before we crack up because I'm a dumbass. Mm-hmm.
For all of your quirks, Matthew.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
In all seriousness, for all of your quirks, I know in my heart, I know deep down that you are an intelligent guy. I know, and I mean that. And so
that means a lot.
I'll back that up.
Because
a lot of people would meet you and know you for maybe a short period or not as well or whatever, and they could mistake your quirks for just general doughiness or whatever, you know, for lack of a better term.
Dumbness. I especially in my teenage years, I didn't really portray someone that has intelligence or a way of, you know, continuing my life without, like, some sort of assistance. Yes, I understand that. But in saying that, I am a father of two. They're always dressed and fed. I have a roof over my head, and I've kept the job for 10 years in a field that
is not necessarily easy to maintain. Not only is it necessarily easy to maintain because you need to have a certain level of, like, intelligence or whatever to do it, but there's a whole there's like a tolerance factor of, like, and obviously through no point or fault of the patients themselves, but you need to be a certain type of human to be able to
take care of other humans.
But that's next level. Like, many times over the years, you know, because of how much I want to get out of my career, like, I've thought many times, like, that could be an option, you know, because I've known you've done it for so long and all that sort of stuff. I've thought of that many times, but I know deep down, like, I couldn't do it. Like, as resilient as I might want to think I am, or as capable as I might be in many other factors or areas or whatever, I don't think I could do that for any extended period, because that is seriously, like, commendable, and that takes, like I said, it takes a certain level. It takes another type of human.
I've heard that so many times, but I do the job, and I really don't feel like I do anything.
Well, that's the thing, because you're one of these people. Because you're, like, it's a... Man, to care for people who are like that, disadvantaged or in that kind of state, I'm trying to be
incapable of fulfilling daily life.
Yes, without
assistance.
Yes, that is the absolute best way to put it. To care for people that are in that kind of position, to, like, in a lot of ways, it might appear simple on the surface because they're things that we do for ourselves every single day, and it's simple routine stuff. It's whatever, but you're talking about another complete human being who is, like, all of these things that we take for granted. These are not, they're easy tasks for us, but these are things that without a second person there, they generally are not going to do at all. And if they were left in a position like that, it's going to be a pretty sad outcome. So it's people like you that do the job that you do, that you give them a chance, you give them a life, man.
I appreciate that.
No, and like, I don't know if people recognize. I mean, I say this, like, I don't recognize it because I've never done it, but it's one thing to consider what we've got to do for ourselves, like doing all those things, those routine things or whatever, but to assist another human in doing those things that's another level, man. That's a task. That's a serious task. And your efforts, like, you might feel like you've done this same thing for ages, and you're like, oh, it's not a big deal, or I'm kind of stuck doing this or whatever. Like, it is a seriously commendable thing to do, and deserves legitimate and serious recognition, because, man, it's not something that everyone can do, and without people like you that can do that, these people that are less fortunate they'd be wrecked, man. Like, what are they going to do? Like, they're going to suffer, you know, and they shouldn't have to. It's not their fault. It's not their fault they're in that sort of situation. So, props to you and the people out there that do that sort of thing, because it's
to all my other disability workers out there.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
You heard it first.
Cheers to that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Very humbled. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's anything special, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I kind of just do... I like being with people. I think that's where my heart's at. And, like, I don't know. I think anyone can really do it. Like, if you have the capacity to be patient and...
Patience that's got to be...
And then, you know, caring. Like,
yeah.
Caring for your fellow man.
Compassion and empathy.
Yeah, and that's one thing I think that, you know, people that get a short glimpse about me don't really understand is, if you can consider me a friend, you've got me. Like, I'll back you up. I will be there if you need me. If there's something problem, you give me a call. I'll be fucking there.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I'm proud about. Like, I don't think many people can say I'm a friend, except when I have made bad decisions in love life. And I'll tend to agree with that. But I'm learning from my lessons in life and trying to make better on who I am and not to lose myself in that situation.
That's the thing. Like, unfortunately, in some circumstances, I mean, sometimes we can observe. We can just observe and learn. But unfortunately, in other circumstances, you kind of have to experience. You have to go through some things yourself to learn from them. And
my biggest thing about life that I've learned from those experiences is the person that stands in your way the most out of anything that you want to achieve is yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the doubt that you put on yourself. It's this the expectation of failure. It's the immovable wall that you've created by standing in your way. It's like, you know, I can't do something. Yes, you can. If you put the time and effort to learn it, you can do it. I 100% believe in that. Like, there is going to be limitations. Like, can I go to space? No, because they have limitations on what. But if you really, 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 really wanted to do it, you could make a spaceship. You can make a ship in your backyard.
I mean, like, using that example, you don't even have to go to that point. If you are that dedicated to going to space, you can do it. Like, find a way. That's a legitimately achievable thing. It's a serious amount of work, but it is a legitimately achievable sort of thing. Like that.
There is so many things that we as people stop ourselves from doing because the fear of failure, the fear of backlash. You know, like doing something and it like blowing up in our face, doing something
repercussions or whatever.
Doing something that society sees as different. Like, and I'm not saying do anything that's against the law. I'm talking about like expressing yourself, being who you are. Like, we're always worried about what the world thinks of us. That's why I wanted to do this YouTube clip, because I don't want to limit myself to the norm. Like, I don't care if people like me or don't like me. Yes, like you talking to the neurotic me, yes I do. I want people to like me. I'm a people pleaser. But that's why I'm doing this video, because people will dislike this. I'm going to have negative feedback. I'm going to have people that go, you ugly motherfucker. But this is the thing. I want to face that head on because I want to better myself. I want to find out what can break me, what can make me, and what can make me a better person all the time. Because if you stop trying to be better, that's when you fail. When you stop trying to be the best you can be, that's when you've failed in life. Because, like, if you can end the day and learn one thing new, you are always bettering yourself. And that's how I see my life. constantly want better for me, better for my family, better for my friends. And if I can help in any fucking way, even if it's just calling them up and going, I appreciate that you breathe and I appreciate that you're here, that makes me feel good, because like knowing that I can help someone, knowing that I can learn, knowing that I can be a part of this world, which we are all atoms of the universe. Plain and simple. We are just recycled bullshit.
Yeah.
And if we can make a little difference or a big difference, it doesn't matter. As long as we're trying to better our surroundings and who we are doing something well. And that's why I always get upset when you talk down to yourself, man. Because like, you don't realize how many times you've had my back or given me some words of inspiration to keep me going. Like, you don't think you've made a difference. Like, yes, you hate your job. You do something that you don't like. But in my eyes, you're doing something that keeps people safe. If you didn't do your job, people would drive unsafe cars. They could have accidents. Blah, blah, blah. There is repercussions for you doing your job. And this is the thing. If you don't give yourself props, who is going to give it to you? If you can't look in the mirror and go, I'm a sexy man beast, who's going to say it to you? You have to give yourself love before anyone else can love you.
I do a lot of looking in the mirror. I'm very guilty of that.
Nice. But do that with your job. Do that with whatever you're doing. Like, you know, I am super proud of all that you're doing. You're doing acting. You're cleaning your fucking yard, and you're trying to better yourself, and you're trying to achieve a goal of being a music producer. Don't ever stop trying to do something with your life. It's when you stop is when you should be on your deathbed. That's how I see life.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've absolutely. I don't think there's anything I can. Nothing I could really argue with there. You know, and I certainly a lot of what it pretty much everything you've said is very relatable as well. You know, particularly with you were saying before about the only thing stopping you, you know, from achieving or whatever, or you know, is yourself, and you set up your own barriers or whatever. You know, that's all very relatable. I'm very guilty of that.
No, we all are, and that's what makes us human. We always have this innate, like, the people that succeed are the people that push through, and like, I don't think anyone that's ever invented anything has ever gone, I've got it right the first time. It's 1,000 errors before they get the right thing. Yeah.
I think half of it as well as being, at least half the battle is being conscious of that.
And persevering. Your perseverance and determination is a big thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And never, like, finding different avenues. If something doesn't work this way, maybe there's a different way.
Yeah, you need to persist. You need to sort of have you've kind of always got to have something on the go, as in, even if, regardless of the scale, you've got to have. I think it's important for anyone. I think whether they do or don't like what they're doing or the position they're in or whatever. I think it's important you've got to have something on the go that is working towards a goal, working towards an achievement, working towards something that's, you know, something that you can, I don't know, profit
Cherish.
from. Or,
no, it's something that you can be proud of. It's simple. It's something for your soul. So it could be spiritual. It could be an emotional attachment. It could be a mechanical, financial. It could be anything that it fulfills a need within you. I think that's what you're trying to say, right? Like something that
you basically. I think is like there's probably, or I'm sure there is. I wouldn't be able to word it accurately, or I don't know the technical side behind it. But I think as humans, you know, there are things that drive us. There are things that define us, and things that make us work. You know, there's a lot that we don't know about ourselves, but there are things inside us that, in terms of direction and stuff, you know, we know that we have to get up every day and do these sort of things, but there's a hunger, or there's something inside us that's like a primal thing or whatever.
A driving force.
You know, and even if we're in a position where we're comfortable, say if somebody in this position is super successful and they're whatever, that person like isn't necessarily satisfied, they're not necessarily fulfilled or something. That a person in that position or any position is still going to require. They still need something to work towards. You can't just be a billionaire and just sit around doing nothing.
Like
you need
that Cake song, the band Cake.
Yeah.
Going the distance.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's going for something that you can't like explain. Like he's always driving and striving as fast as he can. Like brilliant song with those lyrics, man.
Very nice. Very nice. You know. On that note, what a way to wrap it up.
Oh man.
If we had, you know what, if we had the rights to be able to do so, I would have that song slowly fade in right now.
Going the distance.
And we'd say a farewell and would fade out because that would be a lovely way to have this fade out. Unfortunately, due to copyright law and the amount of money that it would cost
that we could get sued
to buy the rights, we're not going to be able to do that. But
here is a link to the original YouTube video, Cake.
Link in the description down below. It's the first time I've been able to...
There's a few links in this fucking video. You're welcome, peeps.
Oh, yeah, link to lolmats.
Oh, really?
Shit. Well, you brought it up.
True. Okay, fine.
You brought it up. But there you go.
Thank you for watching this video. If you are watching, I know you hate that. I don't care.
Do you know the spiel? Do you know the cliche?
What's the cliche? Like, subscribe.
Yeah, go. Yeah. Look right there. Do the whole.
What is our YouTube channel? Come on, like.
It's currently it's just at the moment it's currently D&B, but I want to give it we're gonna give it a.
Are we gonna go with Bro and the Mo, or are we going?
Well, no, the show's called that, but I mean the channel's not called that. That's
okay, like and subscribe to Bro and the Mo. You know. Come on, come on. Look at this face. Look at this face. Gotta love it. Anyway.
Enough said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Beautiful.